Twitch. That's right, Shark Stream Pool on Twitch. You can get us on there too.
Yeah,
we got it all going on here. The Shark Stream's getting big, man.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger than anybody expected.
We're jumping into whole new waters here, getting ourselves up on Twitch the whole 9 yards. Yeah. We got Shark Talk Live episode 31 coming to you now. You know what time it is now. We get on the phone here. We're gonna jump on our Facebook page here. We're gonna share. That's what I'm gonna be doing right now. Exactly. So I hope that you guys will do the same. Pick up your phones, pound that share button.
I don't have my get that going right now.
That's all right. That's all right. I'll share plenty for you right now.
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna jump right in. I got about 50 different groups we're gonna be sharing to right now. So
good enough.
We're gonna get right in there now. So this is my special guest here. For those of you guys who don't know, brand new to the billiards world this year. He's really catching his stride. That's right, Corey Sharp. He's a Yale Billiards faithful here. One of our new regulars and one of our new friends. We're very happy to have him in the booth tonight. Of course, Bobby Hilton is not going to be in the booth tonight because he is actually out there in APA playoffs, leading his team. He's at the helm, so he's trying to move on to the next level. So, yeah. We're doing pretty good. Hey, what's up, Jamie Pfaff? What's up, Hector Sanchez, Brian Charlton, Savannah Cherneski? She's out there, my lovely girlfriend, watching in.
Hello.
Hi, Savannah. Got special guests having so much fun. So, wow, we got a lot to talk about tonight. How about the biggest story over the weekend coming in? The baddest money player on the planet, Dennis Orcollo, is out of here.
Very unfortunate because he's very talented.
Yes, the only man to take down SVB, Jason Shaw, and the only man to take down SVB and Jason Shaw in money matches. He didn't get away from Sky Woodward, but he still got that bag against both SVB and Shaw. That is huge.
Very unfortunate.
So here's what we know about the story so far. He was here on a travel visa, and from what we know, he overstayed his visa. And unfortunately, U.S. Customs has enforced the fact that he overstayed his welcome on that visa, and they have slapped him with a 5-year travel ban.
5 whole years, man. That's
so,
very unfortunate.
Unfortunately, that's going to mean 5 years of not being able to travel to U.S. Open, not being able to travel to Derby City Classic,
not being
things
able
like
to
that.
Wear these American players out of their money.
Yes, exactly. Now, if anybody wants to go and go, they got to go to the Philippines. They got to go to him.
Right.
Do you really want to play him on his turf? I don't think you do.
I mean, he's already a threat on our turf.
He's a monster. He's been a monster for 25, 30 years, man. Yeah. He's been playing so good as of late, too. He had a really great showing in the International 9-Ball Open, and I really thought, with him coming back to Matchroom events, that this was going to be a big uptick on his ability to play tournaments. Yeah. He still gets to play all the international tournaments, so European players, you better watch out.
Yeah,
he might be showing up there.
As far as Americans, we're fine.
I have heard that a lot of his friends and backers here are trying to start a campaign for him. Maybe put up a little bit of money here, try to get him an attorney. Maybe he'd be able to fight this and get it knocked down a little bit.
Yeah,
but
as
of right now, for what we know, and I don't know all the info, it was a 5-year travel ban that got slapped on him. So unfortunately, we may not be seeing Dennis Orcollo at U.S. tournaments for quite some time. Andy Gallo, thank you so much for coming in. Nashay Daniels, your lovely wife, your new lovely wife. Congratulations on your wedding. Yes, he had his wedding right here at Yale Billiards on New Year's Eve. And of course, the owner, Bobby Hilton, he is an ordained minister, for those of you who didn't know.
Yes, he is.
He was the one that married him.
Yeah.
So how about that? Brand new. Look at this. I can see the ball and chain is literally hanging out the door here, guys.
Quite literally.
Yep. He's locked in. She's got him all dialed up. So hopefully we send a big congratulations out there to everybody. Hopefully everybody sends a nice big congratulations. Visitor visa rules are clear. You're exactly right, Will Ailey. When it comes to Orcollo, the rules are very clear, and you do not mess with the U.S. government when it comes to that. I'll tell you that.
Especially the foreigners, man.
Speaking of Filipinos who are going to be making the trip over here, although I'm sure he's already in the States. Yes, the legendary Efren Reyes is making his trip right here to Yale Billiards, and he's going to be making it very, very soon.
I'm actually looking forward to that.
Isn't it great? Did you get a VIP seat yet?
I did not.
You didn't?
I'm looking
but you'll be here.
Yeah, I'll definitely be here.
So you
get those who did not get their VIP tickets. There's only limited available,
and you better get them quick because they're selling out.
Yes. So please make your way. Do what you got to do. If you want a VIP, now is the time to get your VIP.
Call Bobby Hilton. Call him now. Hilton. Message him. Send a carrier pigeon. figure it out.
Send
because
a GIF, a meme, send something. Send something.
Exactly. Just say, hey, I want one.
I'm trying to get in there. You know.
Yeah, because he's going to be doing limited matches. He's going to be doing limited challenge matches with spectators, and on top of that, you are also going to be able to get a nice front row seat to see his exhibition match against both Robert Pierce and Lucas Fracasso Werner, playing as a team trying to take down the legendary Efren. Hector Sanchez, him and his son are both playing Efren. See, he's already locked it up. So, like I said, it's a good way to to play a legend. I've played him before, and let me tell you something. It's a whole new type of feeling when you get in there and you're on the other side and you see the man on the other side of the table holding the cue is Efren Reyes. It's a whole different ball of wax. You want to do your best, but he's got this aura about him. Oh no, he's got this aura about him. He plays so well. I mean, I saw him when he played his exhibition match with Jeremy Sosi at Shooters Billiards of quite a few years ago, and the two of them just played absolutely jam up pool.
Wow.
I cannot wait to see him again. You know, he is getting a little bit older, but I'll tell you, he hasn't lost a step.
I haven't had the pleasure of meeting him or playing with him.
And that's the best part about being a new player. It's all new for you.
Yeah, it's all new for me, and I'm legit looking forward to just adding him to the list of pros that I've actually been able to actually personally see play.
Yeah, I mean, you got to see Naoyuki Oi, you got to play Allison Fischer.
Yeah,
and talk about that. She's what a player she is when she plays, right?
Listen, I had the opportunity of actually winning against Allison Fischer, but I don't know.
You can say that. I didn't win. I tried. I didn't win.
I almost did. I don't know what happened, man. I just thought about Allison Fischer on my 8-ball shot and, boop, missed.
Good things happen,
but
right?
yeah, no. It's just to be on the other side of having such a legendary player such as Allison Fischer, Efren Reyes, Naoki Oi, even Sakura Matsumoto, those type of pro players, man, it's just great. Especially, like you said, me being a newer player, getting on the scene, just getting a feel.
Isn't it great to see how everybody is starting? The pool world comes together in weird ways, man. Pro players are, they're unlike any other types of athletes that you see. They're always very happy to talk to people. They're always very happy to offer pieces of advice and little things. Maybe they're not very happy to offer little tidbits about their game,
right?
But they're definitely happy to offer conversation and other things like that. And that's what I think I love about, the pro scene is that, everybody is so personable. They really, really are. If you get down and you actually, talk with them and BS with them a little bit, you can be that one-on-one person, and you don't have to, do all the things you do with maybe football players, baseball players, soccer players, the whole 9 yards. So, I mean, it's just... Again, seeing Efren come here again, the first time Efren's ever walked into Yale Billiards. We've had so many great pool players come through here. Guys like Alex Pagulayan, Francisco Bustamante, Naoyuki Oi, Jeremy Sosi, Mike DeShane, Allison Fischer. We've had, a ton of them come through here, and we're going to have quite a few more coming through. Shark Stream's got big things coming for you guys, and Yale Billiards is going to be partnering with us a lot when it comes to that. And that's going to be a great thing. Speaking of Allison Fischer,
I was just about to say.
He saw the list of stuff I got.
Speaking of Allison Fischer, man,
we have a really crazy story there. This one came from Allison Fischer's social media. So for those of you guys who haven't been following Allison Fischer, you should go do it because she shares really good news as well. How about this really awesome piece of news? Allison Fischer, for her achievements in Q Sports, has been awarded the Order of the British Empire medal. And that, for those of you who don't know, because I'm sure a lot of us didn't brush up on our British history, I had to brush up on it. If you Wikipedia it, it is a major, major honor in the British Empire in Great Britain.
That's something I got to brush myself
up on. I mean,
it
is what she is officially a member of the Order of the British Empire, which is the lowest rank in the order, but... we're talking about the different types of people who get to be part of this distinction. We're talking about, former knights, former princes, people of distinction, people like the Beatles. I'm sure the Rolling Stones may even be members of the Order of the British Empire. I didn't get the full list, but I will tell you that there is a lot of people who are part of this order. People like Elton John and such like that. Elton John, of course, was officially knighted. But that gives him one of the highest distinctions in the order. But Allison Fischer is officially a member of the Order of the British Empire, and she gets to carry that title on with her no matter where she goes. It is an official British title.
I will say,
and that's crazy
for a woman to achieve something such as this.
Yes.
In the field that she's in, pro sports of
in pro
playing
Q sports,
pool. Like that's just something that's completely unbelievable. Like,
it elevates the game.
Yeah,
it elevates the sport to a different level.
People,
it brings it to a different stream.
Hope, like, yo, there's something positive in this. Like, you know, there's some things that I can get out of this. You know, just play. You know, not everybody takes it as just playing pool.
Exactly, and that's the thing. That's the difference. You know, that's the difference that that he sees. You know, that we see now in the world of pool is that we're starting to get that recognition. I mean, when Carlo Beato won the U.S. Open, he was actually given an official recognition letter from the president of the Philippines honoring his achievement, that he played with honor and distinction, and I just dropped my entire cue list of what's going to be happening on the Surge stream. Sorry, but he played with honor and distinction during his time in the U.S. Open, and he was actually officially given a presidential citation from the president of the Philippines.
That's
I mean,
remarkable.
this is what's happening now, is that, you know, we're elevating these people into national status, and that's what we should be doing. That's how we elevate the game. That's how we bring the game to the mainstream, get it out of the darkness, into the light. You know what I mean?
And surprisingly enough, there's still people out there that don't even believe that, or not even believe, don't even know that Pro Q is actually a thing.
Yeah,
like, it's
Pro Q
actually
sports
a
are
sport.
a thing. You know, it's like, you know, a lot of people just, you know, still keep it as a, you know, a dirty
Hobby.
bar sport or a hobby, and it's bigger than that, and we all know that.
Right.
You know, but it's just a matter of getting it to the public so that they know that as well.
Right.
Eric Tang shared our video. Thank you so much, Eric Tang,
Thanks,
for dropping
Eric.
in. I
Appreciate you,
really
man.
appreciate that. I can't wait to be playing in his tournament, which is going to be coming up on the 29th and the 30th. 2 different events. He filled both of the events, 64-player fields, and they're both going to be done in one day.
Wow.
Woo! Wow, we're talking
2
about
tournaments in a day?
Oh, 2 tournaments in 2 days. 1 tournament per day.
Oh,
but he's still going to get a full 64-player field done in a day. That's some crazy
that's a lot.
stuff,
That's
man.
incredible.
I can't wait.
That's
I
incredible.
cannot wait to play that event. We've
Next
already
tournament
got
I'll
the money
probably be a part of. I'm not, you know, good enough to get in tournaments yet.
He's good enough. Don't worry about it. Either way, we're going to talk about how good enough he is right here, because, of course, the APA season is starting next season.
Yes.
So if you're somebody who hasn't played APA before and you're watching, well, welcome to the Shark Stream. This is your #1 source for talking about pro pool and where you can find all the information. So you come to us, and we'll give you all the info. But also, this is also an opportunity for you to get in now. Start talking to the people in the pool hall that you play at, and see if maybe you want to get a team together, and maybe you can join the APA here and get in on the fun, because of course it is a lot of fun. You know, league play. They say league play is not for everybody, but at the same time, league play has something to offer everybody. All you got to do is be willing to jump in and try it. You know, maybe it's not your cup of tea as you get a little bit better into the game, but you know something? Regardless, play it if you want to play it, and if you want to learn how to play and you want to go out with a group of friends, this is the way to do it. Of course, Corey, he's got a great success story. He started this season. How about this? Your very first playoff matches, and how'd you do so far?
Well, so far, my playoff match last night was actually pretty well.
Yeah.
I feel, you know, I could have did a lot better, but you know, I was shooting very confident. I was shooting really well.
Yeah,
you know,
I did like the way that you were shooting. I think you picked your shots.
You know, shout out to my opponent. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's more
made a couple unfortunate errors.
He made some unfortunate errors, you know. But in the end, I got the win. You know, I'm grateful. What was the score? What, 3-1?
Yeah, 3-1. Yeah.
But just to get the feeling of actually getting my first tournament. Not even tournament, my first. Yeah,
it's the adrenaline going, doesn't it?
And even so, my wife even did pretty well. I mean, you know, unfortunately, you know,
I was
she
so
lost her
proud.
match,
I'm really proud of Shay.
She
for
only
what
lost
she's doing. She's coming along.
She sank the 8-ball in and then scratched. So that only means that she was making her shots.
Exactly, and she made that ball too. You know?
And you know, for me and my newly wife, this is our very first APA league. This past season is our first season, and I was a win away.
Yeah,
a rack away. No, I was a
rack away. Really?
Yeah, I was a rack away from MVP.
Yeah,
and, you know, for this being my first season, like, you know,
and that's pretty solid, man.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, congratulations to you for
Thank
doing
you.
everything that you've been doing. You've been a really solid teammate, and I just want to say that from the bottom of my heart as a member of your team.
As one of the co-captains, man.
I am really happy to have you on the team. I'm really happy that you're coming along and all
Thanks,
the practice
man.
that you're doing.
But
I think everybody's starting to see it too.
For those who don't know, Tim Wiegand, shout out to Tim Wiegand. They are
what's going on, Tim
jerks when it comes to defense. I get all of my defensive shots. I get all of my 50-50 shots. I'll say maybe 70% of my 50-50 shots I get from Tim and Tim Wiegand. These guys
we just got to teach you the shots.
These guys, you know, as far as even Bobby, you know, timeouts are incredible. Like they don't give just what shot to shoot. They more so tell you, like, you know, even so, Tim's you even gave me a new little practice I could do now.
Yeah, a new little drill.
Yeah, shoot 3 balls at a time. You know, I'm getting myself, you know, to get to the invisible 4, and you know, shooting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But you know, that helps me get better with, you know, ball control. You know, moving around the table, letting the balls come to me.
I'm giving you the tools that you need to hone your game. See, the best part about a player like you is you've got the game in there. It's just a matter of bringing it out now.
Yeah, it's a matter of getting it out. Yeah.
One question that I have to say, of course, since you are a brand new player to the APA, this is your first completed session.
Yep.
What do you have to say to anybody out there who's like, you know, maybe I should try it, but can I try it? You know, is it worth it? Will I be okay? Will I get beat all the time? Like, tell us about your experience in your very first season, and then tell us, would you recommend it to new players out there?
My very first season, in the beginning, it was very trying.
Yeah.
You know, I'm starting out, you know, as a man, they start you out at a 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm playing all of the 3s. Playing at different locations, different sizes of tables, you know, playing on bar tables, 7 feet, playing on the standard size that Yale seems to spoil us with the
9-foot tables,
yeah. You know, and I will say you learn a lot playing different players.
Is it intimidating at first?
It is. I wouldn't say intimidating, but I will say it is a very good mind boggler.
Yeah.
Because
so it puts you into a different mindset.
It puts me in a different mindset.
Yeah.
Exactly. It puts me in a different mindset. It makes me think more about the consequences of shooting a shot, or you know, where exactly I'm going to leave my opponent if I make this shot or if I miss this shot.
Yeah.
You know, and you know those type of things. You know, I've always been told by you, by Tim, by Bobby. Even by, you know, various players that come in here, it's not more so of what it's not more so of where the ball is. It's more so of where you want it to go.
Yeah, exactly.
And I will say, for one thing, as an example, I'll use my wife as an example, whether or not this is something you would want to do. Because my wife quits
She's
every
a perfect
week.
example.
She's a perfect example. She quits every week. she quite literally quits every week.
But she keeps coming back.
But yet she comes back every single week, you know, putting in time.
She's like the itch you can't scratch.
The itch you can't scratch, but seeing it just happens, you know. And even though, you know, from the beginning of the season to now, like she's shooting more confidently. I am so proud of how my wife is shooting on this table right now, because she's shooting more confidently, and she's not more so second guessing herself when it comes to laying down on it. Like, once she get down on the shot, I mean, don't get me wrong, how she measures her shots is not how I would measure my shots. Yeah. But that's how she gets it done.
But that's the thing. That's the best part about pool players. Everybody's got a different way to do it.
Everybody's got their own style. Everybody has their own format of doing things. And even so, everybody has their own order of how they want their shots done.
And the best part about it, too, is the fact that the APA is for every single player. That's why the handicap system is in place. That's why it's made for players. It could be all levels of players that play here. So no matter what, no matter who you are, whether you're a player who's not very good or you're a player who's really good, at the end of the day, when the two of you match up, the race is going to be challenging for the both of you.
Always.
And it's not just going to be a runaway. So that's the best part about playing it. And I mean, I would say Corey said it best. That was just my 2 cents that I wanted to add in.
One more thing I will say. I am not looking forward to going up. I'm not looking forward to going up.
You know something, though? I think if you keep doing the work that you're doing, you're going to get there.
It's going to come soon enough.
CTQ, man, my thoughts on it are, you know what? I mean, hey, at the end of the day, we all can't fight City Hall. I mean, if the United States government told Dennis Orcollo, hey, you overstayed your welcome and this is the penalty, then until, you know, he lawyers up and decides to fight City Hall, that's what the penalty is. I mean, I hate it. I hate it for him, because as a player, as a pool player, as a pro pool player, especially in our sport right now, it is so hard to make a living when you are not given the opportunities to go anywhere and everywhere that you please. And that is the unfortunate part. But it's just one of those, like, it sucks that it happened for him, but at the end of the day, who am I to tell the U.S. government that, they can't enforce their own laws?
It's a harsh reality moment.
It really is. It's very unfortunate too, because I'm sure that he was given all the information about how his visa worked.
Yeah.
The fact that it happened is really unfortunate. But at the end of the day, hopefully, I am hopeful that maybe he can find some sort of representation to maybe step in front of the U.S. government and say, "Listen, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it."
Don't even have to have it that long. Cut it short.
If you want to ban me for a year, then fine. Can we make it a year instead of 5 years?
Right.
Maybe maybe there's a fine he has to pay or something like that. To get around it. But
personally, I'm pretty sure a handful of us probably agree. But I personally think that 5 years is way too long.
Well, there's the thing though too. It's like CTQ man just said. It's his second violation too.
Oh wow.
So, it's not like he didn't know. He was told once before. He's like, listen, slap on the wrist the first time.
Right.
Second time, we're going to whack you.
Yeah.
So, that's the thing, too, is
again,
that,
harsh reality.
he, unfortunately, it came down to it, and he got caught. And it sucks, look at Kalenti Kachi. Kalenti Kachi couldn't come to the World Championship in London because he was unable to renew his visa with the Albanian government. He tried to renew his visa like a week before, and the Albanian government was off on holiday.
Wow.
And because of that, he lost an opportunity to go play for $50,000. And you know something? It took him another month and a half, just like Dan Delgado just pointed out. It took him like another month. He almost missed the U.S. Open. Jeez. It's a harsh reality for international players, and it's just something they have to deal with. So
but it's also something that
if I had a piece of it,
have to be on top of.
Exactly. If I had a piece of advice for Dennis Orcollo is learn your visa laws and learn them quick. Because I'll tell you right now, if it is 5 years and he comes back in 5 years and gets caught again, it might be lifetime. It might be lifetime. And I would hate to think that Dennis Orcollo could never come play the Derby City Classic or the U.S. Open again, or could never play, or could never play the World Championship if it ends up in the U.S. That would be devastating.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really hopeful that if this is a second violation and he has to serve it, that this was a wake up call.
Yeah.
Even if it gets reduced or it doesn't, regardless, I hope that this is kind of a wake up call of, hey, the United States government isn't messing around when it comes to these visa laws because they aren't. So who would have thought that they'd come after a pro pool player, man? Are we going to Turning Stone? I very well may try to make the trip. I am working a ton this week, and I mean a ton. I'm working 6 days this week. I might consider driving up on my day off. We will see how I feel when I wake up in the morning. If we do, I guarantee you the Shark Stream is going to be on the road, and we're going to talk about that for sure. But I'm actually going to talk with Bobby about that when we get off of Shark Talk Live here. Our next one, how about this one? You know something? Great budding players like yourself could benefit from this. Even great players that are already here can benefit from it as well. Yale Billiards Pool School. I know we talked about it last week on Shark Talk Live. We're going to talk about it again. And, of course, this is all in memory of Roman Cagliano. He, unfortunately, suddenly passed away. This was going to be his brainchild, and we were going to run with it. And we're still going to run with it, but we're going to do it in his honor. The Yale Billiards Pool School is going to be starting January 29th. That is a 1-week change from what we said last week. And the reason for it is because on the 29th, we actually have APA playoffs. And because of that, we would like to postpone it because a lot of our players and even a lot of our budding students will actually be going to playoffs. So we're gonna postpone it for 1 more week. If you want to get in on it, please do talk to Bobby Hilton. We'll get you in on it. It's an 8-week course. It's going to be $300 to get in on it. And again, Bobby has all of the details. We have 8 amazing instructors.
Yeah.
One of the instructors, myself included, I will do my best to be there for every single week possible. We'll have at least 4 instructors per event, per week. And if one of the instructors isn't there, then we will potentially cycle another one out. But,
actually, Andy is one of the instructors as
Andy
well.
Gow is one of our other amazing
Mike
instructors.
2.0.
We got Mike 2.0. We have Bart
even
Ravesi.
Even Bobby himself.
Yep,
Bart Revesi. Well.
Bart Revesi's going to be there.
Yep.
Also, Bobby Hilton. We also have a couple of other instructors, and Robert Pierce.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about top players that are going to be giving you a lot of great secrets of the game, and we're going to be teaching you a lot of things as well. So please, by all means, if you want to better your game, this is definitely going to be a way to do it. We can get you to that next level one way or another. There's a lot of talent that's going to be coming in, and there's a lot of people in these instructors that have a lot of talent collectively, and we'll be able to show you the little tips and tricks it'll take to bring your game up to the next level if maybe you've hit that plateau. Andrew Stennett, thank you so much for coming in.
I'm a witness to it.
Yeah.
I am a witness to it.
I mean, that's the thing. You've put yourself in the mix with a ton of great players around here, and I really think it's starting to show in your game. And you know something? If you were somebody who was interested in that pool school, I think it would help your game as well.
It would definitely benefit me, yeah.
Mike Jackson's going to be there as well. Jamie Pfaff says she could beat all the instructors. You are more than welcome to try. We got the Shark Stream and 2 tables, and you feel free to set up a challenge match. Let's roll.
Andrew Stennis in here. What up, Andrew?
Yep.
What's going on?
Everybody's in here. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Right now we got we got just about 15 people watching the Shark Stream live on Shark Talk Live, and please make sure that you're sharing that as well. And we're also going to be doing a huge drawing tonight for those of you who donated to the Shark Stream from the time that Andy Gow had announced it in December all the way until now. You're going to have that opportunity to win a $100 gift certificate. I'm not going to do the drawing live on Shark Talk. We're actually going to do the drawing live after because I got to go compile who it is. If you guys want to get in on that drawing, I'm just going to take you to table 8 really, really quick. We've got 3 areas that you could do it: PayPal, Cash App, or the PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. You could choose any one of those. Donate any amount of money. It doesn't make a difference what it is. $1, $5, $10, $100, and you will be in for the drawing for a $100 gift certificate to Yale Billiards. So go ahead and make those donations now if you want. I promise any donation that's made till after Shark Talk Live is done, until before I do the drawing, will be counted for. Yep. We've already got some people in the drawing, and I will say this, you will have a pretty decent chance. So
CTQ,
you feel
man,
free.
Thank you so much for the congratulations, man. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, 2.0 gave Hector some good tips a couple months ago. I remember when he was helping him, and I really think that that's helped to elevate Hector's game as well. So again, we've got a lot that's going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks and months, and we're going to have a really, really great time. This episode of Shark Talk Live is just about done. I just want to give a special thank you to all of our amazing sponsors out there. Viking Cues, handcrafting cues since 1965, one of our title sponsors. Of course, one of our other title sponsors, Simonis Cloth. We've also got Andy Gow, JJ Fishbein, Ben Strong, and Brian Merrick. Thank you so much for that. And Ben Merrick is back home with his family now, which is so great. What a Christmas miracle there.
Speaking of people being home.
Yes.
Your mom is home.
Yes, my mother is home. We were going to talk about that just before we went, but
home,
yes,
man.
she is.
What's up? I'm looking forward to seeing Mom.
Yeah, as soon as we go back, let me come back out. We'll actually come off of the sponsors for just a minute. I didn't forget about it, but we'll get to it since you brought it up. But yes, it is very, very good that my mother was able to come back home today. She had complications with COVID and pneumonia. She's been in the hospital for roughly 10 days now, and it's very nice for her to be able to come back home today and actually be able to enjoy the trappings of her home. She is COVID-free. She is pneumonia-free. She's found out that she is now diabetic, but
she's not Corey-free.
Whatever. She's still doing just fine, and she's not Corey-free. That's a fact.
Corey-free, not at all.
But so very happy that my mother is back home. She is healthy. She is safe. So everybody who has been talking to me and saying, hey, prayers up for her. Thank you so much. Your prayers were answered.
Yes.
And I'm very, very thankful for that. And of course, she's very thankful for it as well. She's been keeping us all updated as much as possible. And she was able to get out of there with a full recovery. So thank you, Mom, for surviving COVID. I wasn't ready to lose you just yet.
Right.
And very, very happy that was better. In terms of some One Pocket, yeah, I wouldn't mind playing a little bit of One Pocket on stream, Dan. I wouldn't mind it at all. I'm terrible at One Pocket, but we'll give it a try. And you're right, it is no joke. And prayers to Jamie Pfaff and her father.
Prayers to you, Jamie.
Unfortunately, he's in the hospital. And again, send the prayers out to Jamie. She needs them. She needs them a lot more than I do now. We've got family members in the hospital, and by all means, COVID's no joke, guys. So please stay Stay safe out there. Get your vaccines. Get your boosters. Do what you need to do. Wear your masks if you're not vaccinated. And something, if you're in a high density area, wear your mask too if you're vaccinated. It's just safe, guys. And let's all try to get through this pandemic together so we can keep playing pool.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of fun for sure. I mean, hopefully this pandemic will be over soon. Hopefully we can keep, banging away at it and just getting everybody, back to not being sick anymore and not having to worry about this virus. Yeah. And I think that's going to be one of the biggest things for pool around this area and for pool abroad as well. We could start, getting back to the sport we love without having to look over our shoulder and worry about our health. So
yeah,
definitely a big thing there. Again, I want to thank so much for everybody that's out there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I want to give a special shout out again to all the remaining sponsors I didn't mention as well, like the Connecticut APA, Agency 1 Group, Vaculease, K Morgan, KM Maintenance, The Enthusiast Shine, Nick Marino Billiard Sales and Services, Sigma Ware, of course Yale Billiards, Master Billiards, Modern Barbershop, Pool Table Magic, Salato, Man Cave Memories, Michael's Deli. Of course, we've also got Brandon Jacoby, his Connecticut dealer, Bart Ravezzi, and of course, don't forget the Shark Stream and all the amazing people that join in, just like Corey Sharp. We want to thank you guys so much for everything that you're doing. Of course, I want to give a special thank you to Corey for jumping in tonight.
Thank you.
And you joined on Shark Talk episode 31. You're famous now. By all means, feel free to come back and say hello some more.
Definitely. I'll be looking forward to my next Shark Talk.
We're getting a nice string of co-hosts, man.
This is actually a lot easier than I expected.
It is, isn't it? And I'll tell you, it's about as easy as jumping into a pool match, isn't it? And you know what the best part is that you got ways you can jump into a pool match with anybody right now. Of course, we're going to take you to, of course, one of our amazing friends in the Salato app, and that's how we are going to end tonight's Shark Talk Live. So thank you guys so much. We'll be on next week, same bat time, same bat channel, right here, 9 o'clock on Tuesday, and we're going to take you over to a little message from our friends at Salato.
You've always been able to find anything you need with a smartphone. Now you can use it to find a game of pool with the Salato app. Anywhere, anytime. You can even host a game, tournament, or lesson, and make money. See where you stack up against all the other players worldwide in the Salato ranking system. Use your ranking to qualify for invitationals, large payout tournaments, and events. The pool table is your arena, your stadium, your court. It's harder than people think, but you don't care. The only way to get to the next level is to play more. The more you play, the more you win. Salato is the world's premier pool community, uniting players everywhere. Connect with the community, find and host games, and keep your stats. Pool isn't just a game, it's a lifestyle.